Here's a list of 10 things that I wish I knew before I became a music producer. The last one has to be my favorite. This video is gonna be a very, very amazing one. So welcome to my YouTube channel, you guys. This is Ipiano. And today we're gonna be talking about 10 things that I wish I knew before I became a music producer. So let's do it. Number one thing that you need to know before becoming a music producer is the fact that in your early stage of being a music producer, you will actually make no money. When I say no money, I mean like no money. You will make nothing, especially if you're just starting off as a young music producer in Nigeria. You know, I've been making music. I've been a music producer for almost 10 years now. I think I started when I was in university. I think 100 level or 200 level. I can't remember. It's been a while. I started then. Then I really wish someone told me that for a while, when you're making music, when you're in this music production game, you will make nothing. Like I always see a lot of people who I look up to, and I feel like, yo, if these people can do it, I can do it. Of course, if they can do it, I can do it. But like, their Rome was not built in a day. You know, I didn't know all of that. I always look at and for the fact that I've been a session musician for a while. I play the piano, so I look up to a lot of people, most especially like people like Mastercraft. Mastercraft was like one of those people that I really, really looked up to when I was just starting, and it was a very, very huge source of inspiration to me. You know, when I started music production, I was still a pianist, so I play piano for concerts, churches, and all of that. So Mastercraft used to do that too. So I feel like, yo, if you could achieve all he has achieved now, I felt like I was going to be able to do the same. So I started pushing. No one told me. No one told me that Sakpa would knock on my door. You know, it was crazy. And the fact that everything that I made at that point, to me, because I was a pianist, I felt like, yo, they were really, really nice beats, really nice stuff. Yeah. Looking back at those beats now, back at those things that I made, man, like, but yeah, like it's part of my process. I actually did enjoy my process, you know, from making trash beats to getting better and better and better. But I wish someone had told me and sat me down and said, yo, bro, music production is nice, but you're going to make nothing at all when you start off, you know. But it gets better. I'm sure it gets better. So moving on, the second thing that you need to know before becoming a music producer, let me just put this one in bracket, in Nigeria, is that you are going to buy fuel. Chai, you will buy fuel. Because, you know, like when I started music production, I was a student. I didn't even own a generator, you know. The area I was staying in school, we really did not have lights. There was no electricity, you know. The power comes on like once in a while. So, bro, all those times when I started, I was, and funny enough, when I started with FL Studio, but I was using a demo version of FL Studio. So, you can't save. I don't know if they can save now, but like you can't save your FLP, you can't save your project files. Then so I have to keep my system on for like sometimes 3 days, 4 days, just for me to be able to complete the project I'm working on, just for me to be able to complete a beat that was even trash. You know, so I'll make a beat to a certain level. When the power goes on, I'll hibernate my system so it doesn't die. When power comes on next time, I continue from where I stop, and like that. That's how I make my boy. Like, no one told me that as a music producer, even if you're grown, if you're big in industry, you will buy a lot of fuel. Except you're staying in a place where the power supply is really nice, or you just summon the courage and the money, you know, to actually do inverters, solar panels, and all of that. Then you'll be fine. But no one told me you're gonna buy fuel. And with the rise of petroleum, the price of petroleum in Nigeria, man, let me just warn you now before you join us. All right, so let's move on. The third thing that I wish I knew before starting music production is this one is actually very, very important. So you guys are just joining in. I need you to know this thing. Just know it for a fact. Equipment does not matter. Should I say it again? Your equipment does not matter. So now I have friends, I have producer friends that are really, really obsessed with buying gears. You know, before you know it, they bring in analog gears, they bring in different things. They want to buy different mics for different situations, buy different audio interfaces, you know. But like on a normal day, when they are working, everybody's always stuck with just the PC and a small MIDI controller. That's all. Like that's all you need basically to make beats, to start off your production, you know. Just your laptop and your MIDI controller, you're good. You're good. Most of the time now, okay, let me just say this. Let me clear the air. There's going to be a point in your music career where buying of gears are going to be inevitable. You're going to buy them. I buy them too. This mic is expensive as well. This is not cheap. I buy gears too, but like when I was starting up, I didn't have money to do that. And I just thank God that all those things did not affect me. It didn't pull me back. It didn't make me feel like I couldn't do those things because I didn't have money. You get me? Or missing other people that already have excellent gears, and I just feel like, yo, I can't make as good music as they are making because I don't have those things. No, you can make excellent music with just your computer. Honestly speaking, I'm not even capping right now. All you need is your laptop or your PC or whatever you have, and probably if you can afford a MIDI controller, that's all. Start there, start small, do your thing. Don't let anybody make you feel like, yo, if you don't have this one, if you don't have that one, you don't have the SL something, leave all those things. Let them be. You're gonna get there. There's gonna be a time where you're gonna buy enough of those things. But don't let it stop you from starting your journey as a music producer. Right? Alright, so number 4, I wish someone told me, you know, this is one of the important things that I wish I knew before I started music production. I wish someone told me that there are so many ways to actually make money from music. Okay? Like I said earlier, I actually started as a session musician. I used to be a very, very good pianist. I play piano everywhere. But at that moment, that was the only thing that I had in my head. You know, that was the only thing that I had in my head. I was always all about the next concert. When am I going to get my next gig? Where's my next gig going to be? You know, am I traveling? Am I not traveling? All those things. What church am I going to play in this Sunday? You know, those are the things that I had in my head as ways of making money. That's why sometimes when we make the argument of should church musicians be paid, don't let me start that one, because it's going to start another riot. You know, when we make those arguments about if church musicians should be paid or not, and all of that, people start saying different things. I just believe there are so many ways to make money, to maximize your skill, especially as a music producer. You can actually sell your beats online, which is actually cool. Content creation is another way. You know, excuse me. Content creation is another way. I for one, I started making content way back as those times where we could only upload 15 seconds on IG. You know, those times where it was only 15 seconds that we could upload on IG. And, you know, it was actually fun seeing how I have grown from that stage where, like, I only had like maybe like 10 eyes on my page or 15. No, you spend like 8 hours to make a single video and you get like 20 likes or you get like 10 likes. Those stage, that particular stage, till this stage where I am right now, I'm not still there, but I know like I have almost 400,000 subscribers. I have almost 400,000 followers across all my social media platforms right now, as of today, you know. So it gets better. it just gets better. I wish I knew these things. I wish someone told me that there are so many ways to make money. You can also go into freelancing, get register your skill in places like Upwork, Fiverr, Airgig, and the likes. There are plenty of ways to actually maximize your talent as a session musician and also as a music producer. As a music producer, there are so many ways. You can also release music. You can actually release your own music on social streaming platforms like Spotify, Apple Music, and all of that. Extra money, the more ways you can put your talent, or how will I say this in English? The more places you can sow the seeds of your talent, the more money you're gonna make. It's all about making money. So you have to be able to plant yourself in different situations, different environments where you can maximize what you are doing, what you are putting out, make more money. So I wish someone told me that there are actually plenty of ways to make money before I started doing the whole music production thing. Right now, I know. So I planted seeds everywhere. If you made it this far in this video, please hit the subscribe button. I have a whole lot of things that I'm going to be sharing with you guys in the next few months. And I promise there are so many things that you will learn from this. So hit that subscribe button now. Like, in fact, I'll wait. Hit it now. Thank you. God bless you. So let's move on. So number 5. One thing that I really wish that I knew before becoming a music producer is the fact that being a music producer is actually more work than I thought. Does that make sense? It's actually more work than I thought. I used to think, when I see people who are music producers, I used to think it's how hard could it be? It's just for you to sit down in the music studio, make beats, record artists, mix and master. It's doing what you like. It's doing what you like, what you enjoy doing on a normal day. On a normal day, it's gonna be fun. All those things. And me being here now, let me tell you one very annoying thing. I can't remember the last time I actually did music or I actually made a beat for fun. Like I can't remember the last time I made a beat for fun. I just sat down and said, oh, because I love this thing, I love to create beats, I love to make music, I'm going to create a beat for fun. No, it's always for someone or for some purpose or for something. It's crazy. It's actually more work than I thought. And to the eyes of people outside, because we are content creators and we create content sometimes and it looks like it's fun, but it's not fun. One of my friends had the opportunity to be with me one day before I moved to this studio. I had a studio in my room. So my friend came over, and from morning, I actually worked from morning. When I woke up around 7, and I was on that chair till I was on my workspace. I was there till I think somewhere around 6:30 or 6 in the evening. So it was I worked straight for 10 hours straight up. I didn't even remember to do things. I didn't even remember to do anything aside that. It used to be fun. Music used to be what I do for fun. As a pianist, I go around, I play piano, we have fun. But I can't remember the last time I actually did music for fun. It's actually more taxing now that I am a music producer. And funny enough, one thing that you won't believe is that it's more taxing than some 9-to-5 jobs. Because if you know a producer friend, you can ask them if they sleep well at night. You might be sleeping one day and something just hits you, bam, and you're running to the studio to go fix it up, or you're carrying your system to go work it up. And we are always working. Our work no dey finish. It doesn't end. I wish I knew that before I became a music producer. So number 6, this one is actually very important. I actually learned this one from one of my very good friends. and it is never work alone. As a music producer, never work alone. It's easy for you to feel like you know a lot about something, and you don't want to invite or involve people. There's only so much your brain can think of. There's only so much your brain can process. Like, for instance, I am a pianist. I play the guitar. I play a little bit of saxophone as well. I play a little bit of bass as well. Now, if I get a project that involves a full band, I need someone to play the piano, the bass. Funny enough, I can't remember the last time I played piano for a music that I am producing. I always just source for people who are still. I've left that realm. Gone are those days where we play piano like piano. I've left that realm. There are some young guys right now that you can't compete with them. So it's just best that when the work comes, instead of you thinking like a one-man thing, I know you want to keep all the money, but as a musician, as a music producer, you have to learn to work with people. If you work with people, things will move smoothly for you. Things will be easier. The outcome is going to be better. You need a guitarist, call a guitarist. You need a drummer, call a drummer. You need a bassist, call a bassist. Do not try to do all the things for yourself. And also, it applies to mix engineers as well. If you're mixing a project, one thing I do with my friends, because I have like a circle of music producers. If I'm mixing a job and I'm mixing a client's work, and I feel like, this thing is perfect. I've listened to it like 200 times and it's perfect. It's a perfect mix. I carry that mix, I send to my friend. I say, bro, after let me hear this mix. They will hear some things that I don't hear because of how much I've listened to the track and how much I've been enjoying what I'm doing, and I might not notice those things. But it doesn't stop the fact that those things are still there. So I always need another pair of ears to listen. So never work alone. As a music producer, always have friends. Always have people that you can work with. My friend always says something. He always says, excellence is built in clusters. Number 7, this one is very, very, very important. And it is, consistency is not negotiable. You get what I'm saying? You have to be consistent. If you're making beats, if you're a beat maker, you have to be consistent in the big beat making. You have to do it over and over and over. That's how you get better. That is how you get better. If you want to get better at your craft, at doing these things, you have to do it over and over again. Over the course of last like 10 years, I can't count how many beats I've made. I can't even give a number to how many beats I've made, how many genres of music I have touched. I don't think there's any genre of music that I've never done before, except if the music is from some hidden place, from trap to hip hop to R&B, salsa, Cuban music, Fuji, Amapiano, Afro, metal. I've done it all. And you have to be consistent with it. The same thing happens on social media. You cannot not be consistent. Does that make sense? You cannot not be consistent. It's not possible. You can't do it. There's no chance for it. You have to be consistent. Whether you like it, you don't like it, as long as you're in this game, consistency is something that you cannot negotiate. You can't fight with it. You have to be consistent in all you do. Okay? That's how you get results. Thank you. Number 8. All right, so this one is not something I wish I knew. It is actually, but know this. Music production or being a music producer is different from being a DJ. Does that make sense? Now, I get to understand that most people before they become a music producer, they actually have it's not most people, but some people, before they become a music producer, they actually have the mindset of a DJ. They were hoping to be a DJ. They didn't know the difference between the two. So they ended up being a music producer, and along the line, like it was like during the line, they started enjoying what music production is, and they became a music. But they intended to become a DJ. What a DJ is a disc. What a DJ is a disc jockey. A DJ is someone who plays music, who arranges music, for events, shows, and all of that. A music producer is someone who produces the music, who creates the music. So we, as music producer, we create the music, then the DJ carries it and turns into whatever, speeds it up, does whatever it is with it so that you people can enjoy it more in the club, in the parties, and all of that. So some people don't know the difference between a DJ and a music producer. So that's something that I wish I actually know as well. So number 9, this is something that I think we really need to discuss as humans generally, because this thing is getting out of hand. It's getting crazy. It's going bananas. I don't even understand it. So before I became a music producer, I didn't know that a whole lot of people are going to ask you to work for free. Apparently that's the thing now. Like, people want you to work for free. They don't want to pay. They want free beats. They want, okay, let me just because I think a whole lot of people have been asking me for free beats, and piano, can you just like give us a free beat? Can you like just post one beat for us? Let us just jam to my get one verse. That's like the most popular thing that people say me. I get one mad verse for waiting you just post now. Man, you guys need to understand that no matter how much you try, I'm not gonna answer you. I even had faith in humanity at one point. That was when Nigeria, we were having during the election times, when we were having like this crisis, and there were so many, we had money issues, everything was just upside down. So I decided to post a beat. I posted a beat, for everybody to actually just do a freestyle. I just said, say your mind. It was Speak Your Mind Nigeria, if you can remember very well. Speak Your Mind Nigeria. And I actually picked some people that I felt like, these guys, their freestyle or whatever they composed to the song was actually touching, was sense making. They were fresh artists. So I wanted to actually like make a song out of that, call the 3 artists that I actually got and join them together, release a good song for Nigeria, then we move on and we push it. Only for me to want to start doing the process and see that somebody actually took that beat, elongated it, made it longer, created a full song out of it, and posted it on BeatStars. Posted it on streaming platforms, Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube Music, everywhere. So I saw it and I just smiled. I was like, there's no problem. I'm good. You will notice that I've not said anything about it. I've not said anything about this. And I just decided, this thing, I'm just gonna let it be like that. I'm not gonna say anything. I'm waiting for that artist to blow. Once you blow, know that Ipiano is coming for you. Just know. So just know, as a music producer, know that people are going to ask you for free stuff. You don't have to do it. Like, you can do it if you want to, out of the kindness of your heart. You can do it, but like, just know it's going to be a regular thing where everybody just believes that you should be doing this thing for free. You should be giving them free beats. You should be mixing for them for free. They shouldn't have to pay you. They feel like it's a joke. They feel like it doesn't take time, it doesn't take energy. Or when you give them your prices and they make you feel like your prices are too expensive. Just know that for a fact that there are so many people that are free beats hungry. They are hungry. They want to eat your beat alive. So be watchful of that. And this is my final one, the number 10, my favorite on the list. I wish someone told me as a music producer that you need to schedule sleeping and eating. it sounds somehow, yeah. But like as a music producer, you need to schedule it. You need to make a conscious decision. Say, by this time, I must eat food. By this time, I must get some rest. Because as a music producer, it's so easy for you to get lost in the mix of, in the whole mix of doing different things, trying to deliver this job to one person, try to make a beat for this person is calling you, where's my job? It's so easy for you to get lost in that mix that you won't remember to it. Sometimes I wake up in the morning, I rush to the studio and I say, let me just tweak this mix small. It's around like 9 a.m. Let me just tweak this mix small, then I can go and eat. Yeah. After tweaking the mix small, I check my time and it's already like 8 p.m. That day I missed the entire meal for that day. So you need to like schedule your eating stuff. You need to like, if you're someone that don't know, maybe you don't have access to food or anything like that, I think you should just get a nutritionist. Give someone the task of always giving you or always bringing food. And if you have a means, maybe a watch or a way to set a reminder on your phone to always eat, drink water, I think you should do that. Just do it and sleep. Get enough rest. We are always working. Like I said, music producers, we are always working. We work through the night. We work through the day. So that's my own 2 cents. I know I've learned that now I need to eat and I need to sleep no matter what. If I have 2 million work, I will eat. I will eat, oh, I will eat. If I don't eat, I gotta chop, man. So eat, drink water, sleep, rest, So that's the 10 things that I wish I knew before I became a music producer. And I wish or I hope that this has helped you on your journey to becoming a music producer. And going forward, I know things are hard right now, but it gets better. You might not have the funds to get all the equipment that you need, but small as you grow, it gets better. So please do not forget to subscribe to this channel. Please help me subscribe. I have so much to share with you guys. I have beat making tutorials. I have things for the artists. I have things for music producers. I have things for everybody. So hit the subscribe button right now and turn on that notification bell so that you don't miss anything where I post anything. So ciao guys, see you on the next one.